Chapter 1. Freedom Before Food, a Wolf's Choice. Once upon a time in a distant village near the forest, there was a hungry wolf who hadn't tasted meat for days and was feeling extreme hunger. He searched the forest for any animal to eat, but he was exhausted and couldn't catch anything. Desperate, he went to the village hoping to find some food to satisfy his hunger. There, he found an extremely fat and happy dog guarding his owner's house. The wolf thought of attacking the dog and devouring him, but the dog was too fat and massive. The wolf hesitated, fearing to attack such a hefty target. Instead, he approached the dog and greeted him, saying, "Good morning, handsome dog. How magnificent you are, a fat and beautiful dog. You must eat a lot." The dog, proudly responding, said, "Good morning, wolf. Thank you. Would you like to eat like me, with plenty of food and good health, instead of being thin and weak like you are?" The wolf, excitedly, asked, "How can I be like you, the fat dog? Tell me." The dog replied with pride, "It's easy. All you have to do is chase away thieves and intruders from my owner's house, and follow him continuously, my friend. In return, he will provide you with all the food scraps, meat, and some fun, and nothing will be denied to you." The wolf imagined the happiness he would experience, with plenty of food, drinks, play, and comfort, free from any disturbance, eating lots of leftovers provided by his owner. Then, the wolf noticed the dog's bare neck, completely lacking fur. He asked, "What is this, fat dog? Why is your neck hairless?" The dog replied, "It's nothing important at all. It's where the leash ties me to my master, as you can see in front of the house." The wolf exclaimed, "So, you won't run whenever you want?" The dog retorted, "But it doesn't matter. I run when my master wants, thin and weak wolf." The wolf, realizing the implications, moved away quickly, saying, "No, freedom is much more important, fat dog. I won't trade my freedom for food scraps. Hunger is much better than satiety without freedom and restraint." Afterward, the wolf ran back into the forest, searching for any food to satisfy his hunger. Story number 2. The Magic Bell. Once upon a time, there was a merchant named Adam who lived in a village. Adam belonged to a poor family and had a wife and 2 children. His profession was limited to selling salt, but he only earned a meager amount of money. He used to load the salt on his donkey's back and go to sell it in nearby villages. After selling the salt, he would return home in the evening. To reach the neighboring villages, Adam had to pass near a giant fig tree inhabited by a friendly ghost. This ghost never harmed anyone. One day, Adam took his donkey to sell salt as usual, unaware of what awaited him. Before crossing near the giant fig tree, heavy rain began to pour, causing the salt loads on the donkey's back to dissolve. Adam lost all his salt due to the rain, and with no money to buy more, he felt extreme sadness. He sat under the tree, weeping and lamenting his misfortune. Observing Adam's distress, the ghost descended from the tree, appeared before him, and consoled him. The ghost said, "Why do you weep, and what is your problem?" Startled, Adam replied, "Do not fear, I will help you and ease your troubles. I have been watching you toil for your daily sustenance, so I will give you a magical bell. Every morning, ring this bell, and you will receive 5 gold coins. Collect this money and invest it. But there is an important thing: do not tell anyone, not even your wife, that this bell is magical. Keep this secret." Then the ghost disappeared, leaving Adam feeling happy. He divided the 5 gold coins he received daily, allocating 2 for himself and his family and hiding the remaining 3. Thus, he lived his life. In a year, Adam paid off his debts, built a large house, and had one of the most beautiful homes in the village. One day, Adam couldn't find the magical bell in his room, and he felt anxious. He called his wife, who informed him that she thought it was useless and had sold it with some old belongings. Adam scolded his wife, saying, "You made a big mistake." She replied, "I sold it to an old man in the neighboring village who collects scrap. Why do you want this old bell?" Unable to disclose the secret as warned by the ghost, Adam went to the neighboring village and met the old man. He explained that his wife had mistakenly sold the bell and offered to buy it back. The old man, curious about the bell, refused to return it. He said, "I understand what you said, but I won't return anything I've bought. My wife likes the bell, and I want it in my house too." The old man insisted that he wanted to keep the bell. Adam realized he had to accept the challenge and bet on the truth. He proposed a wager. If he could extract 5 gold coins from the bell, the old man would give him $10. If he failed, he would lose the bet and the bell. The old man agreed to the wager, and that evening people gathered in front of his house to witness the outcome. When Adam arrived, the old man handed him the bell. Adam rang the bell, and instantly, 5 gold coins fell from it. He won the bet, and the old man lost both the wager and the bell. Adam returned the bell to the old man but refused the $10, saying, "I don't want the bet money, spend it on the needy. I wish you a happy life." With that, Adam went back home, filled with joy. Story number 3. The Magical Cow. In ancient times, there were 2 farmers named Jack and Harry who lived in a small village. They owned 2 large farms and numerous cows. However, they never worked themselves. Instead, they hired other farmers to work on their farms. Despite their wealth, living in 2 large houses and wearing the finest clothes, Jack and Harry were not happy. One day, Jack said, "I will hire more farmers to increase our wealth." Harry agreed, suggesting they buy luxurious silk clothes or even build a jewel-covered palace. Jack added, "Or make even more money and build a palace made of jewels. It sounds amazing." In the same village, not far from their homes, lived Thomas, a poor farmer with only 1 cow and a small piece of land. One day, a friend approached Thomas and said, "Hello, my friend. There's a man in the village willing to sell his cow. Are you interested?" Thomas replied, "I wish I could, but I don't have enough money." The friend offered to lend him some money, but Thomas explained, "Even if I buy it with your money, how will I feed 2 cows? I won't have enough to feed them both, and they'll weaken and die. Thank you very much for your offer, but I'll stick with my current situation." Thomas was wise and diligent, working in the fields every day, then returning home to take care of his cow. He didn't desire more and was content with what he had, always feeling happy. This contentment led to envy from Jack and Harry. Jack wondered, why is he always happy? Harry added, "It can't be because of his land or his small house, they're too insignificant." Jack speculated, "I think it's the cow. His cow is better than all our cows combined." Harry agreed, "You're right. His cow plows the entire field." Jack then proposed, "I have an idea. Let's buy the cow." The next day, Jack and Harry approached Thomas, asking to buy his cow. Thomas replied, "I only have 1, and I'm not selling." Jack insisted, offering 10 silver coins, saying it's the best price, and Thomas could buy 2 cows with it. Thomas, realizing their intentions, refused, stating he couldn't care for 2 cows properly. Angered, Jack and Harry left and plotted to teach Thomas a lesson. They sneaked into his home that night and set fire to his farm without any regard for their so-called friend. In the morning, Thomas discovered the destruction of his crops. Days passed, and Thomas ran out of food for himself and his cow. Faced with hunger, he reluctantly decided to sell the cow, knowing that whoever bought it would need to take good care of it. Next to his cow, there was a grains and produce store. The owner saw the cow standing under a tree and approached. As soon as he turned her head, a silver coin fell from her neck. Amazed, the store owner thought it was a magical cow. He approached Thomas and said, "Hello, is this your cow?" Thomas replied, "Yes, it is. What's the matter?" The store owner, impressed, offered, "Would you sell it to me? I really need it." Thomas, remembering his dire situation, agreed. The store owner handed him 500 silver coins, and Thomas, overwhelmed with joy, returned home. Meanwhile, Jack and Harry were eagerly waiting at Thomas's house, expecting him to return with a sorrowful expression. To their surprise, Thomas arrived with a big smile. Harry exclaimed, "Thomas, you look happy." Thomas replied, "Indeed. I just sold my cow for 500 silver coins." Harry was astounded. 500 coins. Thomas continued, "Yes, and with this money, I'll buy a larger piece of land, cultivate crops, and sell them. I'll also buy more cows and take care of them now. My cow brought me luck, and now, I'm tired. See you soon. Goodbye." On the other hand, the store owner, still fascinated by the magical cow, did not notice the pouch of coins tied to its neck. He bought the cow, believing it to be a magical charm. Jack and Harry, witnessing Thomas's unexpected happiness, felt a sense of defeat. Despite being wealthier, they couldn't escape the feeling of poverty and inferiority. Thomas continued to prosper, buying more cows and expanding his land. His hard work and contentment made him the wealthiest farmer in the village.